This is a list of movies that the general public and the internet at large, including apps like Letterboxd and Twitter, have deemed as unilaterally bad that I love, that I unapologetically found meaning in, enjoy, and have talked about a lot. I've been accused a lot of being a contrarian, so fingers crossed this lives up to the hype. I'll start with the low-hanging fruit that has a lot of evidence on this app. Yeah, I'm a Saltburn defender, okay? In general, I really do enjoy Emerald Fennell's work and think that she is a very interesting filmmaker who makes very beautiful and fun stylistic choices. She's a known provocateur, she wants a reaction, and she gets one. I think it's interesting that a lot of people seem to believe that they know the way that her work is going to be perceived 10, 15, 20 years from now, because you don't. And I personally believe that it's going to be perceived quite well, as a lot of other female directors' work that was initially panned or not respected came to be later. I'm not really interested in relitigating this. These are my personal opinions. There's plenty of videos on this app. If you want to know my opinions about it, you can go check them out. I feel similarly about Civil War. Alex Garland is one of film Twitter's favorite punching bags right now. I haven't seen his newest film, so, I'm not trying to make any statements about that. But I found this movie to be really profound. Again, it was a film that I saw before most people saw. I saw it at a festival, and I found it deeply moving. Now, I am a longtime fan of Alex Garland's work, particularly his collaborations with Danny Boyle, and I found the significant part of this movie to be that it was coming from a non-American. I think that the commentary that this film makes about American imperialism and American violence from an outside perspective is entirely the point. I also think it has really interesting things to say about the ethical state of journalism right now, or lack thereof, ethics in journalism, and the egotism and money and personal pursuit of success and fame that is attached to industries like this that have led to real world harm and normalized things that shouldn't be normalized in an attempt to get clickbait views. Okay, last one from the most recent years. I still get people in my comments all the time coming in thinking they've got a slam dunk, being like, oh, this coming from the girl that promoted Better Man? Yeah, and I do it again, bitch. I would do it 1,000 times again. This movie is some of the most fun times I've had in a theater in years. Again, I saw this movie at a festival way before I accepted an ad to promote it. I accepted that ad because I loved this movie. I think this movie's awesome. And it's crazy because critics and the general public that have actually seen this movie love it, but people will still give you shit for saying you liked it, as though it's impossible, having never seen the movie. Speaking of movies that were way ahead of their time, I think The Bling Ring is some of Sofia Coppola's most significant work. I genuinely think that this movie is some of the most important cultural commentary about America during this time that we've had on film ever. I think that this film should be studied in history classrooms, genuinely. I also think it's funny as hell. This one I am deadly fucking serious about. Deep Impact wipes the floor with Armageddon. I don't want to hear shit about Armageddon, okay? This is one of those dueling studio films that came out the same year, and Deep Impact did not get the same impact as Armageddon, maybe because Aerosmith didn't write a song for it. But this movie is incredible. Baby Elijah Wood, Tay Leone is amazing. This is a serious and profound meditation on grief and acceptance, directed by Mimi Later. And I absolutely love this movie, and it never got the respect it deserved, as far as I'm concerned. I feel like people have mostly come around on Signs, but I took too much shit for loving this movie to ever let it go. Signs is one of my favorite movies of all time. I think it is probably my favorite alien invasion movie, and I think it is so moving and profound in ways that are genuinely hard to articulate. I've made videos about this movie as well. I know that people love to dunk on M. Night Shyamalan for reasons that are mostly stupid, but this movie is incredible. I think a lot of people have come around on this one too, but I'll always carry a torch for it. I'll always be mad about the way people don't include this movie where it should be included, because I think this is one of my favorite superhero movies ever. I love this movie. I think Kathy Yan and Christina Hodson did their fucking big ones with this one. I really think that this has set the tone for a lot of things in the DCU and has changed the entire fucking game. Harley Quinn obviously has become one of the most popular and beloved female characters in all of comic books, and I think that is in no small part due to this movie that really spoke to women in a way that very few superhero movies had before this. I love this movie. I love it so much. Finally, Underworld. And I'll give it to you, this movie's bad. Okay? It's not good. Do I care? Absolutely the fuck not. Okay? I'll watch this anytime, any place. I could quote this movie back to front, okay? It's the hottest people you've ever seen running around dressed like they're in the Matrix with guns that shoot daylight at each other. None of it makes sense, and it doesn't matter, okay? This was there for me when I was a child in ways that none of you were, okay? So who gives a shit, okay? This movie's wonderful, even though it is terrible. And yeah, I think that's my list.